with Rico Robles is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out host, Rico Robles. Stand by and enjoy the program.
All right, you know how it goes. It's another fantastic Friday, Monsters. How you guys doing? Yeah, we have him in studio. He's an award-winning actor. Quite controversial with balloon popping. We'll talk about that. He does have a new movie and his first time in studio. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Nico Locco. Hey, Nico.
For that awesome introduction. I love it.
Hey, how you been, man? I've been meaning to interview you here on the show. Finally, you had the time. So
Yes.
what's been keeping you busy?
Work, syempre. I've been busy with work for Viva and also outside for hostings, as well as content creation. So I've been doing lots of content lately.
So do you have a team that does that for you?
Meron akong team, yeah.
Ah.
But usually my content I write it myself.
Mhm.
So I do lots of POV videos on Facebook. Mostly Facebook is where I release all my content.
Mhm.
When I'm not working for Viva or doing tapings outside.
But you know, the journey in all of this, how did you get started? I mean, many will ask, sobrang galing mo mag-Tagalog. You
Salamat,
know what I mean?
salamat,
And
salamat.
but then, you know, sino ba Pilipino? Or are you pure Filipino? Are you Italian? What is it?
Actually, Italiano po ako. Yeah, pusong Pinoy.
And how long have you been in the country?
I've been in the country for 7 years na, so medyo matagal na.
So with that 7 years, nag-Tagalog lessons ka? Or
Oh, grabe. When I first came 7 years ago, it was really my intent to learn Tagalog. So grabe yung meron akong teacher. Tapos nag-YouTube ako every day. Kasi maraming lessons sa YouTube actually. I mean, the University of YouTube tawag dyan eh. So you can learn any language on YouTube. And that's when I learned it. Kasi na-in-love ako sa Pinas and na-in-love ako sa mga Pinoy. So sabi ko, I need to learn the language para I can connect with them via language. Kasi, I mean, the best way to connect with someone is through their
own. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So with you learning it, I mean, was it to intent to enter show business? What was that journey that led you to show business?
Partly, yes. Kasi sumali ako sa isang show called You're My Foreignoy on Itbulaga. And at that point, bulol pa rin ako sa Tagalog. It was kind of like, alam mo yung tipong foreigner Tagalog, like, konsi lang.
Yeah.
Salamat po. So parang, after that show, kasi nanalo ako sa foreigner, You're My Foreigner.
You're the grand winner of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And mas lalo akong motivated to learn the language. Kasi parang na-realize ko, baka pwede ako mag-showbiz dito sa Pinas. And once I realized that, I really focused on learning the language kasi syempre, importante na nagtatagalog ka kung gusto mo maging actor sa Pinas.
So when it comes to your films, I mean, your movies that you make, Tagalog lines din ba? Or
Taglish.
Taglish.
Kasi dahil sa look, syempre,
Yeah.
I need to speak English as well kasi most of the roles are mayaman na business owner or dito sa movie, medyo maniac, hindi maniac, parang medyo crazy psychological eh.
I mean, I saw the trailer. We'll watch it all together in just a bit. But it's a pretty amazing suspense thriller kind of feel, right? Is this your first foray in it?
What's that?
Is this your first foray in the genre of sexy thriller?
Hindi, actually. This is my genre. So, like, I really specialize in thriller genres. So, most of my movies for the last 10 years, because nag-showbiz ako sa Los Angeles before I went to the Philippines. And thriller is really my forte, I would say. So, yung mga baliw na roles, those are my
Yung mga
my
tipong
go-to.
multiple character, schizophrenic kind of... yeah,
That's it.
okay.
Kasi sabi nila na parang my eyes tell a story. And it's a deep... and
Show
dark
your
story.
eyes on the camera. I can see you. Yeah. Oh, nga, no? I gotta zoom you. For all the people out there. Yeah, you could pass as Dahmer, dude. You know what I mean? That's a
Dahmer.
But then, you know, when you won Foreignoy,
Yes.
a Ano yung unang pinasok mo? Was it Viva already? Or is it more of like, may offer ba sa GMA? How was it?
More on GMA actually. Doon ako nag-start. Doon ako parang nag-guesting ako sa mga shows like Tadhanan, Wagas, Mars, may mga talk shows. So that's where I was released and exposed sa una. And also grateful ako kay Nadine Lustre kasi she's actually a big part of the reason why I was here in the Philippines. Kasi nung time, 2017, meron siyang music video called Stay Up.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah, I was the lead guy in that music video. So very random kasi syempre nung time together sila ni James Reid.
Yeah.
And then I was the lead guy in that music video. So maganda siyang exposure for me.
Imagine the following of the Nadine fans, the Jadine fans, the Wattpad.
Oh, hindi ko alam nung time na sobrang popular yung love team nila. And then I remember shooting that music video, and I think I posted something about it on my story. It had like over 200,000 views. And at that time, I didn't have that many followers. So maybe 50,000, 50,000. And then 200,000 sa story ko. I was like, oh my God, okay.
That's a lot.
Sobrang big yun. Sobrang popular yung love team nila.
Yeah.
Yun.
So when that came out, that bit that was that the one that scratched the itch for you na, okay, maganda to, mag-showbiz na. Oh, what was that decision?
Medyo. Kasi before that, DJ ako sa Indonesia.
Like a club DJ?
Yeah, like
or a radio DJ?
DJ sa club.
Okay.
Yeah, and music festivals. That's actually kind of how me and Nadine met. But so kasi before Indonesia, nag-theater ako sa LA, theater and film, and then I kind of gave up on the craft of acting. Because I got frustrated. I'm a frustrated actor. But I mean, frustrated actors.
It's like getting the break. You don't, you would get a role, but it's not something you studied for.
Yes, exactly.
That kind of thing.
Exactly.
Okay. And then the road led to you doing sexy films.
Yes.
How did that? For those that are tuning in, we have Nico Locco. He's joining us in studio. Let's have a new movie. We'll watch a trailer in just a bit. So, the sexy films, how did the family react to this?
Okay sila with that kasi alam mo naman medyo liberated yung I mean sa Europe kasi European ang family ko. So, importante lang ang sinabi nila na may kwento and may value yung movie as long as it's not just parang basta-basta. So, I like to think yung mga movies ko sa Viva Max, my purpose and my story outside of the intimate scenes.
So, what was the first film that you made? What was the title?
First film was Lovely Ladies Dorm.
Okay. That's yun yung yung parang series siya.
Series siya.
With sila Yen Durano and everybody.
Si Yen, si Julia Victoria, si Andrea Garcia. Ang dami girls.
So, how did that feel when you were just walk us through the first day shoot? With the whole, you have to wear a plaster and all that. I mean, were you nervous in front of the camera, or is it more of like, all right, cool, this is part of the job?
I was super nervous, Rico. Kasi sanay ako sa acting. I like I said to you, I had started in acting when I was 18. So, hindi ako nervous to set or anything like that, or when I'm in a scene. But once it got to the intimate scene, like my heart was pounding out of my chest. I was like, I suddenly like froze. I didn't know what to do, even though I've done this in real life before.
Yeah, it's different when you're on cam, diba?
But I felt like a 12-year-old. Like, what do I do? How do I do this? And how do I make it look natural? So, parang it was a very nerve-wracking experience. Lalo na may plaster, and you don't know the co-actress. I mean, you just meet them on the day of the shoot, diba?
So, wala kayong parang workshop bonding together, or you get to hang out and all that?
Meron kaming StoryCon nung time. Pero maiksi lang eh. Parang wala masyadong, we didn't have much sensuality training for that series, especially. Usually kasi may sensuality training kahit papano. Pero for that series, we didn't have much. So when I was with the girl on set, I was like, okay, medyo awkward kasi syempre being intimate with someone is a very, is something you have to build up to with a woman, right? Parang hindi man biglaan.
Parang I just met you.
Yeah, I just met you. Hi.
And this is crazy.
This is crazy. And now we're going to do it.
Yeah. It's that kind of thing. All right, we're going to play a trailer of your movie. Then we'll talk about fighting the urges.
Fighting the
when it
urges.
comes to shooting these things and that controversial balloon popping viral video. We'll talk about that for those that are tuning in. If you have any questions for Nico Locco, all you got to do is send it to us 0961 You can put it on the comment section as well. The Movies Collector. So tell us about this. What's your role here?
Yeah, so it's called Collector. I play the role of Jesse, and I am the collector. So I'm collecting women actually in the film. So I go on various dates with various women. They're all parang nagwo-work sila sa mga department stores. So shoe departments, a clothing section. Kasi those types are usually more interested in. They're easy to talk to, so I would just hang.
Kasi, ano na yun eh. And part of the job.
Part
Hello,
of the job.
Monster.
Exactly,
Kind of
diba?
thing.
So parang there's no awkwardness of talking to them. It's easy to make a conversation with them. So that's how I would get them. And then we would have dinner at a restaurant, the same table every time. And there was nobody in the restaurant except us. And so parang, but lagi ko may excuse eh. And I play different personalities depending on who the girl was. Kasi yung goal ko is to take them back to my house at the end. And then for some reason, yung mga babae, they're disappearing.
And then
Nawawala
secret agents looking for these parang ganon.
Parang ganun. So lumabas sa TV na, this si Dawn, which is a character in the movie, has been missing for 6 months. That character is played by Candy Valo. So may mga balita na these girls are missing and what's happening to them. And ako, meron akong neck tattoo. I have all these tattoos. So I look like a very intimidating guy. Pero may twist sa dulo.
Okay, you have to watch out for the twist.
Watch out.
You got to go out.
I'm not going to say it.
And watch it. We're going to play the trailer on air. We're going to play a song more of Nico Locco. Keep it locked in here on The Monster.
I'm Jesse.
Coach, I have a report. It's been a little minute since you and I.
Has it really?
Probably since I last pee of the picture ago.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I've been getting some calls. People are a little bit worried about you. And I know that was kind of an outlet for you. So why don't you just tell me what's going on?
Okay.
Sa taas.
19, nice, clean, did me dirty in the country. Took a scroll through his IG, just get a DM from. I was so confused, what should you do? She didn't know about me and I didn't know about you. I opened up the message and I had to hit the school. Turns out the girl was really Pinky slick back till I slipped back, got my leg back, turned it to a knick-knack. I moved on, dropped the
My name is
then I went and got signed, now it's 2020.
I just
Great.
feel like this is the perfect opportunity for us to make the
This
kind of this guy cheated on you and
Nah.
look at this.
I'm making so much money, I'm all over the net. I'm moving forward, time to process and know not TikToks, now I'm making TikTok music, what different? I need a cleanse, need a detox, but we ain't got time to stop, the charts need us. Fast forward me 2023, I'm stacking lots of cheese and making money. My grass is really green and honestly, I can't even have no more. This is a really dark time for me. I'm going through a lot.
By a lot, you mean drugs.
I wouldn't.
Drugs?
No, it's a natural plan.
No, I'm not judging.
I'm not an addict.
I'm just saying.
I don't
You
think.
want to talk about it?
I mean,
I like drugs.
I like getting money. I like stripping. I like food. I like day drinking and day partying and Hollywood. I like doing Hollywood. Snorted Hollywood. What can I say? It works. It feels good. And my self-worth at an all-time low. And just when it couldn't get worse, my ex crashed my place and destroyed all I owned. Oopsie, made a oopsie. $100,000 oops, maybe oopsie. I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Don't wanna have to turn it to the guts and the smoky.
Whoa. Okay, Dusty. We don't want to revert back to our old ways. So we're going to try a breathing exercise, okay? When I breathe, you breathe. All right? Let's go.
Nakatikim ka na ng
With Nico Robles on the Monster.
All right, we're back. We're hanging out with Nico Locco. He is joining us right now.
Jesse.
trailer of his movie. This is actually, hold on, let me just try to remove everything. There you go. Solo layout for you. That's my man. Okay, we're back here on the show. For those that are tuning in, if you have any questions, do send them in. 0961 That's what we've been doing, just hanging out and talking about his, let's just say, work in show business. So the journey so far. Okay, so you've gone through the sexy
Yeah.
roles. How do you fight the urge, man? Di ba nagsaselos? At the time, you were not single at that time when you were starting, right?
I wasn't. Yeah, actually, nung nag-start ako sa Viva Max, kami pa rin ni Christine Bermas.
Mhm.
So, mahirap naman sa mga tukso, syempre. Pero, meron kasi akong rule eh. I don't like to shit where I sleep.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So parang, kung nasa workplace ako, workplace ko yan.
That's you don't mess with anybody.
No,
Yeah.
no. So,
And that's a pretty good rule, man.
yeah, I stick to that value eh.
Mhm.
Kasi, I mean, whatever happens outside of your workplace, sige, ikaw ang bahala dyan. Pero inside my workplace, I try to keep it professional just kasi that's your credibility also as an artist. So, although my temptation, I try to fight it. Lalo na sa mga intimate scenes. I mean, I'm just a guy, you know.
Yeah, true.
Just a guy, just like you are.
How,
Right?
how do you fight the urge? How do you
Ah.
fight the urge not to merge?
Let's just say, may ginagawa ako pag gising. Pag may
Okay.
taping ako, may ginagawa ako.
So you
right when I
work
wake up.
out. You
Yeah,
get
I
a good
work out.
workout in, a good cardio in,
Yes.
until you tire yourself out.
Tire myself out. Exactly.
So you won't have any more energy to even
Exactly.
have any urge to merge.
urge to merge. I like that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So okay,
Definitely.
and then now comes, I mean, you've done how many movies now under your belt?
For Viva Max or in total?
In for Viva Max.
For Viva Max, siguro, nasa 10 or 11 na.
10 or 11
Yeah.
films. This in the span of what? 2 years?
2 years,
2
yeah.
years. And then, of course, for those who don't know, you probably see him on your YouTube vertical films.
Yes.
Right? Yung mga,
yes.
ano yun? What's this series about?
Yeah, so I have a lot of short films, drama films. Escaping is the CEO's Wife is my pinaka-popular.
Uh-huh.
Meron akong fan base dito sa Pinas for that series.
Ay, nakikita ko yun sa Facebook.
Yeah,
Yung,
yeah. Nag-viral siya dati.
Yeah.
And people just continue watching it. I also have Marrying My Sister's Murderer, which is a newer one that I did. And sobrang popular here kasi actually lahat ng actors in that short drama are from ibang bansa. So
Mhm.
from LA, mostly from the US.
Is it
actually.
produced here or is that produced in LA?
So we're shooting in LA,
Mhm.
Vietnam, and Singapore.
Oh, wow. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
so all over.
And then when that one is being put out there, did you expect ko ba that it was going to get that big?
Hindi, not at all. I didn't think we would have a following from the Philippines.
Mhm.
Pero kasi I always get like, you look like the guy from this series. It's called Escaping as the CEO's Wife.
Mhm.
And I'm like, yeah, ako yun. I'm that guy.
And they tripped out that you're speaking Tagalog?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yun parang, ay grabe nagtatagalog siya. And he lives sa Pinas. Tapos siya pala yun. And I kind of play a bit of an asshole in the series. A rough mafia boss type
Okay,
guy that goes through like a full 360 in his life and then becomes good in the end. So it's a heartwarming story actually in the end. Because
So you have to really. How long is the shorts if you watch it? Like what? Para bang you have to
daming
subscribe.
episodes, Rico.
My mom watches it too.
Talaga?
Yeah,
Oh my
she, goes-
gosh.
she was telling me you should act in those things. So I'm like, oh, I will try, mom. But, she goes,
Try, Mom.
it's on Facebook. What it is, you have to subscribe to watch the whole film. Am I
Yes,
right?
yes. Meron silang apps, Real Short, Short Max, and they're about 100 episodes apiece. So it's around 2 hours to 2.5 hours of playing time. Tapos every episode you have to buy coins.
Yeah,
So,
to watch.
yeah. Pero nakaka-addict kasi.
You hooked on the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, galing, galing. Congratulations
Thank you,
on the
you.
success of that. Now
Appreciate
comes the controversy. Okay, so I hear online, you were telling me earlier, usually I ask this to my guests, ano yung mga chismis about you that, naririnig mo, pero it's not even true. So what's this balloon popping thing?
Yeah, this balloon. It's called Pusuan o Laruan.
Mhm.
It's a balloon popping dating show that I guested on. It's actually a popular show pala. Hindi ko alam kasi friend ko yung director ng show and he invited me to be on the show kasi gusto nila ang isang celebrity guest na mag-guest sa show. So sabi ko, sige direct, basta ikaw. I didn't know it was actually a very viral show.
It's especially now with the Golden Retriever boy and the Englishera halata.
And the family-oriented.
Yeah.
Yun. So, nag-viral siya kasi when lumabas ako sa show, sabi ko, ako po si Nico. Then, sinabi ko, I work for Viva Max as part of my description of what I do. And then, siguro, 10 sila. And then,
so were you the searcher or the searchy?
I was a searcher.
Okay, then you have like 10 people. Yung na-set up ng show, may balloon sila.
Yeah, my balloons and a toothpick.
Okay.
Yeah, so they, siguro 8 of them popped their balloons like sunod-sunod eh. So, syempre kasi the sound of the balloon popping nakakagulat din eh. And I'm not expecting that nobody would pop their balloons, but I didn't expect na agad-agad.
Yung ganong karami na
parang ganun eh.
And then what happened next?
Yeah, so after that, and then kasi you have an interview with each of them and then you para malaman mo yung reason why they popped their balloon. And marami nagsabi na kasi nagva-Viva Max ako, so siguro it's hard to have a relationship with someone who's doing Viva Max. And I mean, medyo mahirap marinig yan kasi part of my work is
true.
That's
that's the one that pays the bills. It keeps the light on. It's part of the passion as well.
Exactly. But it's hard to hear kasi parang artista ako. I don't just work for Viva Max. Actually, Viva Max is a very small part of what I do as an artist because I host, like I was telling you, Janina. I do content. I work for productions outside of the Philippines. I do film here also outside of Viva Max. So parang I have a wide variety of things that I do.
It's just not a typecast lang from time to time. Is it harder when you say you are from VMX that when it comes to getting a date, yung pagkakilala as far as
may stigma eh.
Yeah.
May stigma. Parang kasi syempre VMX has a ring to it, right? When you say it. And people make assumptions na siguro you're like that in real life, pero hindi ganon. So yun, and then may isang girl na which went super viral was the reason why she popped her balloon is because family oriented ako, which I am really family oriented, Rico. Super love ko yung family, and sinabi niya she's not ready to have a family.
Oh, and she thought you're raring to have a family
like
now.
I wanted to have a family like now. So I think akala niya family planning, family oriented, which is, I mean, honest mistake, and I feel bad, Rico, kasi nababash siya. And I mean, we all make mistakes naman. And hindi siya from showbiz. So I think,
online, you get a little bit of online fame, but at the same time, you have a million of the hate comments.
Yeah.
That's what some of the contestants are getting now, actually. And a few have spoken up about it.
They have.
For you, how do you control people who bash you? People who, I've seen you on Vice's show as well.
Yes.
And nag-dating kayo, di ba? I'm sure you got your share of bashers as well. How does one handle it?
You have to take it all in stride. And I think the most frustrating part for me is you show up on Vice Ganda's show for 20 minutes, and then
it's one of the biggest shows in the Philippines.
And something is said about me, and then I don't have any chance to tell my side of the story or anything like that, and then people just form this perception of you, and they start labeling you as something.
How do you handle that?
So how I handle it now is parang okay, your opinion of me, okay lang na my opinion ka about me, but that doesn't mean that that's the same as the opinion of myself. So ibig sabihin, I mean, wala akong pakialam sa
you just have to keep on moving forward.
Keep moving forward, focus on the craft. Not everybody's gonna like you, and not everybody knows me personally. So at the end of the day, yung mga nagka-comment, I don't take it personally because they don't know who I am personally. They don't know what I eat for breakfast. They don't know what I eat for lunch, or how I spend time with my family, or that how I'm Christian or things like that. And I don't need to explain those things, Rico.
Because if people understand you and they love you for who you are, they will already understand you.
So parang what I can control, is, my professionalism in the workplace and fulfilling my duties in my craft and doing the best I can and being kind to the people around me. That's what I focus on. So yung mga people that actually know me as a person, medyo na-hurt din sila sa mga comments because they know
It's usually the family members or the close friends who will
Yes,
react.
exactly. And also naka-hurt din sila kasi they know me, they know who I am personally and they know the real story. So parang medyo mahirap nga. But take it in stride. But I feel bad for the people on that show kasi hindi sila sanay.
Because with you, you are in the industry.
I mean, I'm in it, right?
So yeah, true.
I know what I signed up for.
Yeah,
Right.
but that's the hard part. That's it's a double-edged sword. Ika nga. Now for you, I mean, yeah, you do so much. You have so many things. You have your movies, you have your short stuff, you have your content.
Yes.
If you were to work in one project that would truly represent who you are,
Truly represent.
yeah, what would be the role and what would be the film? Like, I'm gonna have you play director right now.
I love this. Okay. I think the perfect role would be sige, I'll tell a story. Siguro the perfect role for me would be my wife gets killed and then they do an investigation and try to figure out bakit siya namatay or why was she killed. Pero they thought suicide kasi it was framed as a suicide. So parang close case na. I would avenge her death and figure out why she was killed and how she was killed and who killed her. Get to the end. So action film to, action thriller
Parang
to.
John Wick.
Parang ganon, parang
Oh.
John Wick. Parang ganon. So I'd avenge her death and then find out in the end what the real score was and how she died. And then for some reason I see myself getting killed in the end. And the last scene is me bleeding out. Pero my close-up shot sa dulo, sa eyes ko, na parang, okay, I found out why my wife was killed. Okay na ako. I'm going to join her in heaven na.
That's a good love
Last shot.
story, man.
That's it. I know, it's like...
You see yourself becoming a director or writer?
Actually, it's funny you say that. I just directed an online series a week ago. It was my first directorial experience. And yeah, I think it's something that I want to do in the future for sure.
Yeah, this is something that you'll run with. Probably go to Los Angeles, go all over the world.
Sana nga,
We wish you
Rico.
all the luck, man.
Thank
you know what I
you.
mean? But for the remaining of the year, what other films do you have? What else is coming out, man?
So meron akong movie. It's called Quezon, starring Jericho Rosales and many more. It's actually completing the trilogy of Henry Luna, Goyo, and then Quezon is going to be the third under TBH Studios. So I have a pretty big role in that, alongside a Hollywood actor that played in the Game of Thrones. Hindi ko sasabihin yung name niya kasi hindi pa released, but I'm really, really excited for this, as well as I have another vertical drama that's going to be shot here in the Philippines, which is going to be one of the first vertical dramas coming out on I Want TV. So I'm really, really excited for that kasi medyo bad boy yung role ko. So I think the
Natatype ka sa ata pag ano eh.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah.
why. It's in the eyes. It's in the eyes, Chico. It's in the eyes, you know. So okay lang. You know, I don't mind being typecast today kasi para sabihin ng totoo, doon ako magaling actually. I like the bad guy looking roles with seeping out the good in the end. So parang we call it an anti-arc. We start from a bad place and then we move to a good place, as opposed to being good and then
turning bad at the end.
Yeah, turning bad or going through some ups and downs and then still good at the end. So parang medyo flat yung yung arc.
Yeah. Okay, Nico Locco joins us. Oh, many people are asking, are you single? Are you taken? Are you open to dating? Any balloon poppers out there?
Takot ako sa balloon eh. Baka ipapop nila yung balloon nila. I am single, Rico. I'm not looking for anybody or anything kasi I'm protecting my emotions nowadays dahil sa nangyari in the past. But love is an open book. You really never know when it's going to come along. So I'm always open for finding new love. You say, Rico, maybe you can agree with this, is, we find love in the most unexpected places. So
True.
you got to keep an open mind sa mga ganyan eh. Kasi when we fall in love, it's never like, okay, you know what, I'm ready to fall in love, and then we find our partner. It's usually at the time when medyo parang hindi pa ako ready pero sige, lapad kasi.
And then the question they would ask, when are you truly ready? Diba?
Exactly. When are you truly ready? Is there ever an answer to that question?
And ano yung type mo?
Type ko, personality-wise, family-oriented.
Pop balloon?
Pop.
Okay, basta buo yung pamilya and they get along with their family members. Not yet ready to have a family.
Not yet ready to have a family. Okay, not yet ready. So sobrang importante yan. God-fearing also is very important to me. As well as mabait. Conversational kasi I'm really a talker, as you can see. I like to talk a lot. So gusto ko someone to to bounce off with. Someone that's an intellectual thinker that can get to those deep areas that are kind of hard to talk about, but they're fun to talk about. And then looks wise, hindi ako masyadong maarte sa looks whether maputi or morena. Actually, both for me are beautiful. Basta may sariling ring light sila.
They have their own thing.
Exactly.
May lalapit siya with dalang ring light. I have my own. No?
Alam mo yan, parang
Yeah.
when you look at a woman, they just have that. It's,
True.
It's their own. Nobody else has it. They have a twinkle in their eyes, siguro, or and that differs for everyone. What you consider beautiful, what I consider beautiful, I'm sure very different, and that's what makes the world go round.
True.
Diba?
And message mo sa mga fans, invite them to watch your
Yes.
movie, and your message for your day one fans and the new ones that are discovering you, man.
Love it. So first off, maraming salamat, Rico, for having me dito sa show. It's my first time here, and I hope to come back. To our viewers, I'd like to invite you all. Panoorin niyo po Collector, directed by Carlo Alvarez, starring yours truly, Nico Locco, Salome Salvi, Kenny Veloso, Aiko Garcia, and Emil Sandoval. Showing right now on VMX. It started showing on March 7th. So if you guys haven't watched it, please open up the VMX app and watch it. Kakaiba yung film. It's not like the other VMX films. It's one of the most effed up films on VMX. Sabi ng film critic. So you guys have to watch it. It's a suspense thriller. You'll be on the edge of your seats. Buong movie. Basta panoorin nyo kasi maraming twists throughout the movie. I'd also like to invite everyone, if you guys aren't following my social media platforms, you can follow me on Instagram, ako po si Nico, on Facebook, Nico Locco, on Twitter, ako po si Locco, as well as YouTube, Nico Locco. And I just want to make a big shout out to my day one fans that have been supporting me ever since 2017 when I did You're My Foreignoy until now. We've had so many ups and downs, and there's been points of when you could have just turned away from me and said, wag na, ayoko na si Nico. But you stuck around and stayed with me, and you continue to support me. You guys truly motivate me to be a better person, to be a better artist. To the bashers, mahal ko din kayo. I love you so much. And I know one day maybe you'll love me also. And to the new fans, thank you very much for coming across my profile and supporting me in my new ventures going forward.
And one more question for me before we
Yes.
let you go. How is it working with Salome?
Ay, oo nga. Dapat we were gonna talk about that kanina. It was very good. I mean, kasi syempre meron siyang persona sa ibang industry.
She's
right?
like the adult content creator.
Yes, adult content creator. That's how you would label that. So, pero when it came to Viva Max, very professional siya, and she did a great job. Sobrang intense yung mga eksena namin, that's for sure.
You didn't fall in love? You didn't,
I didn't know kasi yung boyfriend niya and part siya ng cast eh.
Oh, okay.
Emil Sandoval. So,
Yeah.
nandiyan siya eh. Pero, there's no falling in love on set for me. But
It's all work. It's all work.
so work. But it was really fun and super game na game siya eh. Walang hiya.
Yeah.
Walang hiya. Like, let's get it done. Let's do it. One take lang.
Hey, that's what it is, man.
That's what it is.
But thank you for dropping by. Thank you for gracing our studios. We get to learn the other side of the story, that what people would type online.
Yes.
Have to be a little kinder. You know
Sana
what I
nga.
mean?
Sana nga.
Yeah, especially these times. But thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Nico Locco.
Thank you, Rico.
There you have it. All right. So, of course, he is joining us. In behalf of Kayla Rivera, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to catch Movie Collector. It is out now. Till then, my name is Rico Robles. Thank you. This has been another Monster exclusive interview.
Monster exclusive interview. Monster exclusive interview. Only from Manila's hottest. Monster RX93.1.